malik, shardow, dauda, and proprio, persona, sui, juris, proprio, solo, proprio, heredes, no United States corporation, company, or Canadian corporation, company, citizen has personam jurisdiction over me, nor over any of the Moorish American nationals. This universal sovereign cause of action is manifested by the living, original, indigenous, sovereign divine people, who are the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, and the Moorish American Consular Court. We are the creditors to all the nations of the earth, and we are the heirs to all the land, all the resources, and all universal commerce. We are the executors, the ministers, trustees, beneficiaries, creditors, claimants, and heirs of our own vast estate. Because of this action is unlawful occupation of sovereign, original, indigenous land. The date that you, the corporate occupiers, were commanded to appear in our sovereign court is September 18th, 2021 at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. specific time. You are commanded to appear and state your name and nationality for the record to the living people who are the Moorish National Republic Federal Government. We are the sovereign jurisdiction in all matters at our land, at America. There are going to be witnesses to this court action. Anyone who hears or is present at this court action is also considered a witness at this time. All who view this court action as well. The platform does not diminish in any way the sovereign authority of this court, nor our consulate, nor our living government. Proper notification was given to said corporate occupiers by way of email and mail. The Provost Marshal has been notified. All of the commerce of the said corporate occupiers and that their agents, principals, heirs, and assigns have been terminated by way of Sovereign Universal Commercial Code 1 lien. Notice the agent is notice the principal, notice the principal is notice the agent. This cause of action is hereby placed on the public record for the public record, and letting the public record show that the following are hereby commanded to state their name and nationality for the public record, and letting the public record show to the people who are the Moorish National Republic Federal Government. Justin P.J. Trudeau, doing business as Prime Minister of Government of Canada, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Justin P.J. Trudeau, doing business as Prime Minister of Government of Canada, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Justin P.J. Trudeau, doing business as Prime Minister of Government of Canada, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Corporate name, Malik Dauda, doing business as Chief Executive Officer of Uni Basketball vs. LLC, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Malik dauda, doing business as Chief Executive Officer of Unibasketballverse LLC, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Malik dauda, doing business as Chief Executive Officer of Unibasketballverse LLC, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Brenda Lucky, doing business as Commissioner of Royal Mounted Canadian Police, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Brenda Lucky, doing business as Commissioner of Royal Mounted Canadian Police, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Brenda Lucky, doing business as Commissioner of Royal Mounted Canadian Police, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Jeffrey L. Esser, doing business as Executive Director and Chief Officer of Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Jeffrey L. Esser, doing business as Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer of Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Jeffrey L. Esser, doing business as Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer of Government Finance Officers Association of the United States of Canada, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. François Legault, doing business as Premier of Gouvernement de la Province de Quebec, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. François Legault, doing business as Premier of Gouvernement de la Province de Quebec, and all heirs, assigns, principals, and agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. François Legault, doing business as Premier of Gouvernement de la Province de Quebec, and all heirs, assigns, principals, agents, and derivatives thereof, you are hereby commanded to state your name and nationality for the record. Silence is acquiescence. Therefore, those who did not speak when commanded by the people have consented to our sovereign jurisdiction, to our commands and judgments non pro tonque. We, the indigenous sovereign American people of the land, hereby state for the record that those names called are guilty of unlawful occupation on our land and all natural resources and all properties is hereby returned to the original indigenous sovereign Moorish Americans, and the Canadian and Provost Marshal are hereby commanded to arrest each name that was called, each person immediately, and place you in prison at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, permanently. All corporations in capital letters on our land are unlawful, and in honor of our ancestors, we do hereby issue justice by the Moors, with the Moors, and for the Moors. And with this judgment, we command the following. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. This course action is hereby complete. Peace and love and grand rising to the Moors.